This is complete information about parent sponsorship for 2023. This information is based on last year application submission. They might change it. You continuously keep checking IRCC website for update. This is the information given for you to get ready with anticipated documents and information. So you can prepare your application well in advance so you can submit your application on time and within the cap. We are going to discuss about parents and grandparents sponsorship for 2023. Sponsors eligibility criteria. What are the documents required from sponsor? What are the documents required from parents? What are the fees? What are oral procedure? And approximately timeline. You can sponsor your parents, grandparents, and their dependent children who are less than 22 years of age who are dependent on them. You should be 18 years of age. You should be Canadian citizen or permanent residence. Third thing, you should be in Canada when you submit your application. You should be in Canada when your application gets approved. As a sponsor, as a host, you should meet 3 years of income criteria prescribed by IRCC. If you wanted to know what are the minimum income criteria, you should calculate your family size first. So you have to see what is the income criteria according to your family size. And then if you are meeting that criteria for last 3 years, then you can submit your application. So we'll talk about sponsors document first. As a sponsor, you should submit your invitation to apply letter, which is issued by IRCC. If you don't submit this letter, your application will not be accepted. As this program also mentioned that sponsor should be Canadian citizen or permanent resident, so you should give your status document, either your PR card or citizenship document along with this application. Birth certificate or equivalent documents are required. It's very, very important. It's mandatory document to submit your application under parent sponsorship. You should meet your income requirements. So you need to give 3 years of your notice of assessment showing your income of each year. If you are falling short for your income, you can include your spouse income. So your spouse notice of assessment should be there along with your application to show that your family income meeting the minimum income requirement. Very important, if you using co-signer, your relationship document with her has to be there. Our parents, they are higher at age. We don't want to give them lots of stress. So we ask them minimum possible documents. So that keeps them on ease. What we need from them? We need their passport copies. If mom and dad both are coming to Canada, you're sponsoring both of them, with their relationship document. If you provide marriage certificate, that's well and good. If you could not get marriage certificate for your parents, then any government issue document showing that they are husband-wife, that will be very, very useful. Now this application will be submitted online. The parents should provide digital photo according to prescribed format given by IRCC. Now this format is very important because if you submit right photograph with right specification, your application will be accepted. Otherwise, this application may get delayed or may get refused. Now, besides those documents, there are 2 more documents are very, very important. The first one, immigration medical exam. So IME, immigration medical examination must be done from panel physician given by IRCC, and it is valid for 1 year. And besides medical, they also have to provide their police clearance certificate. If they have lived any country for more than 6 months after their age of 18, we recommend to provide police clearance certificate for those all countries. And last thing, they should be admissible to Canada. So in admissibility, it's a little bit complex topic. You might need expert advice in that scenario if is there any. So let's talk about the fees. If you are submitting your application for your parents and grandparents under this sponsorship program, principal applicant 1,080, that includes sponsorship, RPRF and processing fee. Family biometric is 170, individual biometric is 85 only. So in case if you are submitting application for your parents or grandparents and you are including dependent child along with this application, so then dependent child processing fee will be $155. There won't be RPRF fee if dependent is less than 18 years. That's all the government expenses. So besides this, you have to pay for your medical, for police clearance certificate and third-party fees if there are any. Processing time is really quick in these applications. Around 1.5 years you will get application, but again this is approximate processing time. we never know how long it will take. Now, as I told you, once you receive ITA, there will be a deadline where you have to submit your application. So if you prepare with those documentation, with those information, and whenever you get ITA, invitation to apply, you make sure you submit your application well before that deadline, because deadline is one criteria. There are also cap on application acceptance. So they will be issuing 24,200 applications. They will be accepting only 15,000 applications. So you need to understand there is definitely a deadline and there is definitely a cap. Hope to see your parents here soon in Canada. Have a nice day. Thanks.